I have 3 books.
like
One of them is
yes. Now tell us about that book.
Yes, this is Perspective. Is I wrote it in 2016. It's how to develop the mindset to start and build your own business. There is Streamline, how to teach yourself money, and we will talk about finance today. And this is Resilience, which is developing courage and strength as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is not something that you have to be tough. You have to be built for it. And some of the thoughts that we have picked over the years, we put them in book. So, but that's it.
Perspectives. When you gave Perspectives to my son, he was about 14.
Yes.
He was about 14. And I remember we were oohing and eyeing about whether he would understand the book adequately, but the timing was just bang. That book and a lot of things have really tilted the boy's thinking towards what I was thinking. So I always said to him that I was raising him to be an entrepreneur. But he was still going through school, and all his teachers talked about was getting a good job, getting skills so that he can work in a good, highly skilled place. And I kept telling him that I don't want him in any highly skilled job, even if he is highly skilled. I want him to bring his skills into entrepreneurship. It took reading your book to finally understand what it is that I had been trying to talk to the boy for years. And I think you have redeemed a mindset. You've made my life so much simpler after reading. But let's talk about the book. For those who've not read it, what's the book about?
It's about the journey that we had to go through at school. First degree engineering, second degree engineering. Going through school, there was not much taught as an African in terms of our identity, our history, our heritage. And even if you mention a lot of the people who, postulated, they will mention all these European names. I never heard of my grandfather or my grandmother's name in any of those, And then when you come out of school, they want you to come and innovate. And I think it's a jacket on us as because the way you educate the Chinese should be different from the way you educate the European. And the way the Arabs should educate their people, they have to be proud of their heritage. And not just the culture, not just the drumming and dancing, but in science and technology, in business, innovation, in production, in organization, in structures, in thinking. And so if you really look at the kind of education that we've been put through, the start of it, if you study history, you see that the so-called education we have is mainly religious kind of, they started teaching us the Bible and those things, and then now where it is. So it was not really designed to bring the people to develop themselves and to develop their country and to develop their own civilization. So, and I dare say that it's not that much change. So when you push all of us through this kind of education in our country, once you come out, the brightest purely is not just they are bright, but people with good memory. It's not that we can solve